This Eid al-Azha, I stay close to what matters with Remitly, like sending a little something towards Ammi's famous biryani.
Good evening. Yes, I'm back. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. How's it going? I have finally returned. I mean, the past couple of days haven't been best of health. I haven't slept well as well as, so it's nice to be back. How is everybody doing on this fine Thursday? I have to think though. But yeah, how's everybody doing? It's been tough few days, but got through it and out the other side. And naturally, as we always do, I'm not going to sugarcoat it anymore. Dive straight back into. No, just this is something that's literally just. So, as some of you may or may not know, I like to sort of talk about a couple of things happening in the sporting world. And this just popped on my feed. Is the England squad been just either dropping or being dropped? The squad hasn't actually been formally announced, has it? It's just these sort of things coming out the weeds, as it were. That's 21st. That was at 6:15. Interesting. Surprising. Be interesting to see what centre-backs are ahead of him. Because naturally, as he sort of mentioned, you've got Mark Gahey, Konsa, Chalobah, Dan Burn from the set-piece perspective. But it'd be interesting to see. Anyway, we'll dive straight into that. So that's the same tab. Cole Palmer's a surprise. On Cole Palmer, it'll be interesting to see what happens next year. And it'll be a good segue, actually, to talk about, obviously, Alonso. And is naturally a good appointment by Chelsea. Of course, they need it to be a good appointment. Could have easily seen them going after a sort of a Cesc Fabregas in a way of trying to get a bit of reclaim some of their soul back by bringing in a former player who knows the league well. Not as Xabi Alonso doesn't, but it's, you know what I mean. And was sort of the opinion that if next season at Chelsea isn't like his first, and it's two sort of what you call downer seasons, I could easily see him looking to. I could easily see at some point next season, if it doesn't go the way it wants it to, the rumours of him going to Man United kicking up again. And the reason I say that is with how I can foresee United's recruitment going this summer, being a 2 centre midfielders, a left back and probably a centre back. Them waiting to add, meaning they won't have the funds to fund a move for more attacking reinforcement this summer, therefore make a push for one next summer, where you can imagine in that particular scenario, Cole Palmer being interested if United are in the same position next year, sort of a him or a Morgan Rogers or whoever. But yeah, it's be really surprised to. Be interesting to see who's in it instead of him. Very surprised, the pair of them, and it'll be interesting to see. Of course, it sort of leads us into talk about Phil Foden, with Enzo Maresca looking like, well, being the successor, as it's abundantly clear that, well, strong possibility that Pep were to leave. And it's sort of an interesting appointment in the respect of naturally coming in after an iconic figure from a club's perspective, as Liverpool are going through right now, and United went through, obviously, Sir Alex. You can understand why they made the appointment in the respect of someone with a very similar coaching, with a similar playing philosophy, so it's a seamless transition. But the make or break as to whether how authentic will he be, or how authentic will he be, and how much will he try to be a Pep 2.0. And if he tries, and if I can foresee him trying to be very much be a Pep 2.0 and all those types of things, without the reputation to back that up. Meaning, obviously, when Pep came in, he obviously had his time in Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Enzo Maresca's had season or half a season, whatever it is, a period of time at Chelsea and then Leicester. So, whereas you sort of make an argument for whether it be for like giving Adoni Raiola a chance, who's a very different manager and all those types of things, and you probably say more of a Premier League based acumen with what he's done at Bournemouth, for instance, or with Oliver Glasner, or trying to, I don't know, that type of thing. And I'll be interested to see if Pep leaving and Maresca coming in were to change how attractive of a club City is, and actually people say, look at the squad and all those types of things. But I don't know, it's with the fact they're about to go through some form of transition, whether it be Bernardo moving on and Rodri about to move on, and you've lost a figurehead, Pep, who's got all the acumen to manage that transition. You bring in a Maresca as well, and I don't know. I very much look at things through an agent's lens, because that's what the profession I wanted to go into, and it would make me slightly cautious, because as much as Chelsea went okay for him and people will point towards the board-related issues at Chelsea, I'm still not convinced by, in terms of Arteta's disciples, naturally be more confident. Well, obviously it turned out that way, but in terms of Arteta's able to be firm but fair and measured. And I don't know, I remember a particular, I can't remember the game, where he charged down the sidelines, and you just think, that's not the emotional intelligence or restraint or composure you'd ideally want from your ultimate leader. So, yeah. And let's look at that one. Mets or resist selling entirely. I mean, that's the thing with the Mets, right? As we go overseas, I don't know, it's as much as you can sort of say they brought in a sort of Beaubichet and they lost that closing pitch I've forgotten the name of. And I can't remember who the comments were, but when you've got a fundamental locker room cultural issue, which seems to have, not sure whether it was there when Soto joined, but it's not a coincidence that even though they brought in a sort of Beaubichet from the Blue Jays, it's yeah, it's not surprising in the slightest. Byron Buxton. How highly is he rated? In the respect of, I was watching the Twins versus the Blue Jays actually the other week, and he was lighting it up. It'd be interesting. Doesn't come across as he has. I mean, reasonably afraid with the sort of the big names. But apart from that, when it comes to the AJ Brown trade, right, a lot of people naturally will point towards you sort of AJ Brown's antics and all that jazz, and naturally you can see the argument for that. But my overarching point when I look at it is, when you combine that with how the past couple of seasons have gone, I think I can foresee a situation where, well, I think Coach Sirianni's inability to manage the big names will show itself when they still have the issues that they had last season play themselves this year, to the point where their record doesn't equal the talented roster that Harry Roseman continues to build. And as much as you can sort of understand a sort of why this article is linking in with the Raiders, you're going, come on. Of course you can understand it, but it's the, I don't know, I always feel a bit uneasy. If it was just for a 28th first, you can kind of go, oh, fair enough, let's go. But Rams, no chance. Chiefs, I can see it. The Jags, not sure where the source of these rumors come from, but it's not going to be the Jags. Why would you trade someone on a rookie deal for someone not a couple of years older for AJ Brown? Unless I'm missing something. Right, so I'm going to open up the Sea of Thieves. I sent out a cat signal earlier. I haven't had any to try and find some galleons to join, but right, downloading content, so that's all good. How do I find out my alley? How do I find my alley rating and Sea of Thieves? If in doubt, ask Copilot. So it's 54%. Why isn't that popping up in the way that I want it to? Normally that's... I don't understand. But it's of course I could easily Got glossy stuff. Come on, Sea of Thieves! Right. So I'm going to do, while I wait... Let's see. I'm going to load up some... Not Baldur's Gate, but lateral. Do that. Let's get that open. So we're not fanning around too much. And hopefully someone nibbles on... One second. We'll play this. Right, so... Got that. So let's get rid of 1, 2, 3. Discard. I get nothing. I got something, clearly, but... Always like to get that first. Woo! Nice. Let's do that. That. Oh, look at this for start. Oh, mega. Nice. Right, okay, so I can't... Well, I might as well do a discard now. Do a discard now because it means Jack at this particular point in time. Because... Let's get rid of that, and... Annoyingly, I'm going to do another flush again. Okay. Now, we begin the build. Of a star. It's an amazing star in the respect of... It's going to roll. These are perfect ones to build on. Right, so let's do this. Because I'm not really close to anything, so I got... I mean, on the 2-pair train just from that, and that's not relying on anything. And size, thank you. Not sure. I haven't got the caches. Not. Let's upgrade this. Bang. Reroll again. Right, let's do that one. See if I can get a... No. Straight for a pair. Let's do pair. Okay. Ooh, right. I'm tempted to just do a... Let's hope something's there. Oh, nice! 3. Good. I'm going to get that out of the way. We haven't actually done pretty well for it. See that? Right, I'm not destroying any of them. So I'm going to sell that for 2. Okay, Steve, let's do nothing as it states. $5? Meh. Well, just cash is king, I suppose. Play the hand that's in front. Bang. I need to remember that it contains a 2 pairs, so it can still be a full house. I need to remind myself of that. Let's do the pair, is it? Play the hand that's in front of you. Cool. Sorry, I was just messaging someone on a Sea of Thieves server just to see if he's... Do pair again. Not really that bothered by that. Must play 5. Must play 5. Okay. So let's play 5. So must play 5 again. We're still not doing great on the... Actually, let's play the hand that's in front. Let's do it straight. Bang. I'm still concerned about my multi-chat, which is slightly annoying, but oh well. Let's raise this. I can easily afford it. No. Give me pairs, which is not really what I want. I want 2 pairs for obvious reasons. Pair again. Arg. Let's do full house, actually. And let's then do pair as well. Not and no restrictions, so it's all good. Now the goal from a I should do a waste. Just do that. Cool. Is get one for chips. Still got 2. Why do people not reply for DMs? It's really annoying. Let's do 1, 2, 3, that. Chips is now the ultimate issue. It's costing us. There's that one, I forget what it's called. Ah, it's not the one I want. Really annoying. Do that. Buy and use. Give us an extra 2. That's not the one I want. Do this, and then we'll buy that. No discard, so it has to be a sort of a basket as you... Right. I know it's 3 part of a waste, but it's still a... Right, so let's make this straight and hope I can... What is... Looking for one. RHG... mean. So therefore this will work and I want to keep upgrading as much as I can. Let's do that. I'll do that for now. I got no cash for that. Do that. when scored. It's not a great one for chips, but still. No. Next. 30-27. So let's do 1, 2, 10. The reason I'm adding that 3 just to get more out of that one. With a raised fist. Let's do the pair. And that's why I upgraded the pair at the very beginning. Why not? Let's... Because you're about to destroy 5, let's beef up the stocks. Do that. Next. Cool, nice to use. Boom. Okay, so let's just go waste, high card, and just beef up my hand first. There we go. Nice. So let's try to avoid the 4s if I can help it. Still got 3 hands, so not concerned just yet. And if we are, we'll go straight to... Doing alright. Right, now I'm slightly concerned. That's a pair. What I'm focusing on. Let's focus on the flash. Need to get through this hand. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang. Perfect. Let's add as well. I've got the cash, so might as well just start. No, I haven't got space, so pointless. So just keep an eye out for playing. There are 3 available. I'm just going to upgrade it. Try and get the upgrades out of this as much as I can. That's the goal anyway. One second, everyone. Cool. It's the thing that I have struggling with at the very beginning. By that, in terms of it's to find an initial group of people to play with. Naturally, I'm going through the growing pains I'm sure everyone else does of finding groups and being a noob to the game, but it's so tough at the very beginning to find that group of people. But I'm not going to lose sleep over at this point. It's like everything. First gear is the slowest gear. General. Do that. 3 hands, so I'm not too concerned just now. Need an extra spade. No. Just getting pissing pairs, which is the annoying thing. Is why I wanted to upgrade the pair in the first place, but still. So yeah, I'm going to keep going and then just hop on for a bit of fishing in the nicest possible way. Or on Sea of Thieves. Right, let's just... Got the cash, let's upgrade my hand. I'll do this one. It's pretty. Retrigger. That's alright. We'll be fine. Let's do that. Good start, really nice. Right, so we'll try and clean up a bit. Those 2 cards are pointless. I'm trying to sort of flesh out opportunities like so. So that's a times 52, so that's good. It's just the chips that's annoying me. In reality, I should have paid more attention to that, but there we go. Right, so I'm not going to play that. Options. Main menu. Now, quit. Close. Sea of Thieves. Obviously, there's not much I can do, and I'm going to be streaming for about another 45 minutes or so. I don't want to join any groups of just 45 minutes. So is it still downloading? Right. It didn't go I expected. It must have paused while I played, which I didn't know it did. But I'm gonna waffle on in the background. Let's let's send a mate a message. Mm. It's such the frustrating thing. I thought I was actually doing something really clever and all those types of things, but clearly I was just being an idiot. Right. But yeah, it's like I was talking about earlier. If most of you probably weren't around. Oh, Subnautica 2. No, let's not do on that tab. Let's open a new window while I wait. Subnautica 2. Let's go on this one. Store. I wonder how much it is. 26? How's it been rated? Obviously, it's a bit sort of not quite flawed, but I didn't play Subnautica 1, but I always like these sort of online co-op. Always been interested in these well, they sandbox games. That's the term, isn't it? Isn't it? I've got Raft. I really like that. Just very positive. Maybe something to explore in the future, but that'd be a nice sign for Fulham, Everton if they go over line Harry Wilson. Always be a bit concerned with, and it's very much a sort of a principle I've picked up from following the NFL. Always be cautious of free agents and their sort of upturning form from a perspective of, not taking their last year of how they play with too much of a pinch of salt, or being too reliant on it, but it was sort of crossing my mind just now of really, I don't understand some people. 135 in a 70. You'll pay that 2 doses of cells. It's something that crossed my mind actually when I was, well, we continue to wait. 92%. Not too long. You know, find something to that's slightly questionable, I'm not going to lie. That is slightly questionable. I can understand where he's going, but still. No ideas, I can't comment. I was thinking about it just now when it comes to Liverpool. And come on. One last thing. Is Actually, how are they reacting when it comes to missing out on Xabi Alonso? And actually, I'm surprised it hasn't prompted more. So that for there is fine. Surprised it hasn't prompted more. So it's away at City. Currently balancing talking. Right, let's download it. So let's launch you in my fantasy team. Unless they nail this summer window, this is Liverpool I'm talking about, and bring in players that are just about ready to become the new spine of the team, which I personally think they're a year behind on where they should be, because they should have done it last season or last summer when you consider the amount of players they've moved on from, but they didn't. And if they don't, then I think it's very much going to get worse before it gets better, and why I can understand why they haven't made the move as things currently stand, and the tea leaves suggest, of moving on from Arne Slot, because, well, at that particular point in time, yeah, it's the I see charter ship. Let's see, open crew. Is it best just to do that? Actually, let's not. Let's see, play. What about just doing a sloop? Isn't it? Let's see who's about people I'm friends with on here. Invite one. Everyone's offline. But yeah, let's start again. Because Liverpool are essentially a year behind where they should be in terms of bringing in players that are just about ready to become the spine of the team. I think the only think it's far more likely that it gets worse before it gets better, and yeah, that's the thing that crosses my mind, and why I can then understand why they aren't likely to move on from Arne Slot, just because of the same point of, if we think it's going to get worse before it gets better, let's not cycle through another manager hoping to oh, nice cash. What's that over there? Oh, it's just an island, right? Where am I? Let's go yeet. Yeah, why I'm not surprised they have kept, or look like they're going to keep Arne Slot just from the sixth. Let's do that one. Let's give that 4 to go. Check there's no other places around the area. Is it a fort or fortress? Right. Fortress. We'll give it a go. If I die, I don't care. Right. We'll go forward and left. Left? Right, even. But yeah, in terms of why they won't be moving on from Arne Slot, because it's hardly... Unless you're going for Adonia Raiola, but it's give him the benefit of the doubt of trying to see it through, and then worst comes to worst, you can see that the manager that probably look to get will still be available anyway when you've got like both Oliver Glasner and Adonia Raiola. Let's straighten her up. So we're going to do this for, and then I'm done. So let's go straight. Cool. Is it this one? Oh, it is this one. Nice. So yeah, not surprised with it at all. Right, I'm not going to join anyone, so I'm not really sure why I'm looking at the screen I'm looking at, but A up, lad. Right. Is that my ally? Ali or whatever it is. 150. Bit to the right, to the right. Yeah. Why isn't that? Do that to there. I'm not sure if this is actually a bad idea in respect of it's forts and fortresses after a question is, do people shoot at me? Slow with this. Nice. Let's have a cheeky gander there. Oh, you son of a bitch. Right. It's looking pretty dead to start with. We'll go up here. We'll see what happens. Anything up here? No. We'll go down. Yeah, a bit of a... I've learnt my lesson. Fortress and fortresses are very different things. We'll go around this way. Up, over. So let's steer the wheel first. Do that. Let's do this and then we'll do that. And then sails will go up just so we don't move too far. Do that, and then we'll look at the map and go from there. May go back to that one. Because that one seems a bit too... Let's go to the ancient gold fortress actually. It's... I ain't afraid no ghosts, so just keep going. Or we just do like gold hoarders or something. Not doing them, let's do gold hoarders. Oh yeah, we can do some of these properly. So let's just do there's your map, just it's at this sort of point in time where oh okay, Smugglers League. Let's do that. Let's do that one. Cause at that point we're at sort of peel behind the curtain of my life a bit. So I haven't been sleeping well these past couple of days. Been dealing with a herniated, sort of a disc related issue. So feeling a bit, not gonna lie, a bit low. So, getting back in here is naturally feel a bit rusty, and my sort of social energy, if you will, is not quite off it. And when you don't have, to be transparent, people viewing, it's a bit of a, I will, and I know I will with where I want to get to, where I want to get to. Nice. That's easy bit. Right. Let's go around to this side. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the sail up a lot. We can just go this way a bit. Don't run aground. So we are compass, the northwest side. Let's go back to there, northwest. So let's keep going round actually. Bit further around, let's steer. Yeah, it's just been being a bit down because this back injury, sort of disc issues, sort of been a bit debilitating, and that combined with some women-related anxiety things, it's been tough. So not quite my my social batteries are a bit low, but not going to be to let's just pitch up here. Right. So let's do this. So on the east side, what are you? Pick up this. Just from this particular, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change my mind and just go down a bit further, so I know exactly where I am, so I'm not wasting time at the very beginning. It's horrible when you don't sleep well. It's the only real thing that gets me, is not sleeping well, and like I said, because of the back stuff and not being able to use gym as an outlet as I normally would do, combined with going particular thing at work where you sort of, where I don't mind being transparent, and sort of a women related workplace romantic tension I have at work. I was very keen to get back to streaming just as a sort of another outlet that not necessarily going to hurt me, and yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not going to think too often you see people not being as transparent as they probably not should, but you know what I mean. It's, we should really say more what we're actually going through and all those types of things in life, so that's what I'm trying to do at the very least. Because if you see one person doing it, then you're more inclined to do it yourself. Come on, you. Right. So I'm about to get so this is the fast, so it's around here then? About here. Does it follow the droop down? Ah, so it's, sorry, it's around here, I swear. There we go! I'm surprised I haven't had any... Oh, hello! I was about to say. Where are you gone? Gave me an heart attack! Get this on, and then go back and get food. Okay, so that was there. So you need to go a bit further up the coast. I reckon I do that one and then leave the bit further up the coast in a bit. It's... And I'll go to those barrels I can see because there'll be some food in there I can quickly grab. He says that, and there, of course, I can eat that for fibre, I guess. Going round to... So therefore it's around that. So it'll be this little outlet there, so it's up here somewhere. There, round, about here. Check again. I know it's around here. Cause like, got this little bit here. Wouldn't be as, or is this, would it? Oh, this is the triggering bit. Ah, it's this, right, okay, so it's... There we go, got there in the end. One more animal fight. Did he drop a banana? He got one out. Got there in the end. But yeah, it's a strange feeling. Try to get away from the wait until you feel perfect, because I'm a firm opinion that perfect doesn't exist. You're never going to be right as rain, and got better at fighting through it. Not fighting through it, but you know what I mean. It's the... Can I use this? So I reckon it could be just here. Like so. Bosh. I'm surprised I haven't had any skellies come out and grab me, but... Cool. So let's get rid of that. Can I get you here? Really annoying. Right, so let's get out of here. So let's turn you completely left lock. Sails up. Anchors up. Then turn. Turn slower than that so I can just... It's a bit of an idea where I am and where I want to go. So I'm going to go down, keep turning to, just go pure south, really. And go Sentry Outpost. Right, sort of, to be perfectly honest, I'm not really in the mood for anything more than that. Is you be able to attest to. Right, let's turn you back around quick. It's the annoying thing about, so it's a particular girl where I got a bit of a sort of a, liked each other for a while, and there's ones where we both like each other, but timescales haven't fully aligned, and that sort of knowing that and the distance we've been sort of apart but still in the same company, made those feelings ever stronger. You can tell both of us are going through it, and then you're frustrated at that point because you both see you're both going through it, and it's going, why are we both going through it alone? And then realise that she's got seen someone as well, and I don't know. And you have all that, and that's been going on for weeks now, or months actually. You wanting to keep moving forward, but you know what you could have, and yeah, it's tough, demoralizing, well, frustrating, and all those kinds of words. At least I found that skull, but could easily just go in and find a fish or two, and then see how much of Hunter's Call I get from. No, it's a small one. There's something over there, I can see it, but I suppose I can't really be asked. Let's get this up. Let's go around to the other side. Is the other side that I need, because I need this sovereign. I'm in my own sloop so I can sell them to him. So. There is a sovereign on this island, isn't there? I have to. Alright, I can just about see the top. It's around that side underneath the mast thing. I'm pleased I did come on stream, even though it's for no people, but it's a nice habit to have. Just, even though you don't feel good, but it's not quite battling through it, because that's not a way to. It's realizing that you're all right. It may not be great, but you're all right, and moving forward. Even if it's just both. Even if you realize it's not very fast at all, but it's still you're moving more forward than most people would, with how mentally fragile everyone seems to be. But that's just me saying that. I'm going to go over that actually and just explore what that. I don't understand what those flames are, whether it's a loot thing or. Well, let's lower that. Let's do that. Let's do the way it should be done. Excuse me. Be with you in just a sec. What do you mean? I'm the captain of this ship. It's my sloop. Oh, you gotta be joking. Right, so I have to go back round, don't I? Oh, you son of a... I can tell I'm semi-sleep deprived from that. So if I have to go back round and individually do it, don't I? Arg! Move it to the middle. Get right there, run in no time. Turn, please. Oh, like he was winking at me. Right. Go here. There. Lower anchor. Oh, you... It's not going well, everyone. Whereas I left half my shit by the guy, so we have to... Let's go to... all the way over here to grab this stuff. If you ever need an illustration of why you need to of taking a break without taking a break, you're seeing it right in front of you. But oh well. Excellent. So I need to check with the other ones and make sure I do that exact same thing. So what is it? It's Order of Souls and the Order of Souls? The Souls one. So we do that next chest, and cause I need to. So let's go. You dump you there.
Looking for a bounty? Until we meet again. The Order bids you welcome. Oh. It is time for us to part ways.
shop. That was what I wanted. So claim promotion so I can get the emissary flag and that same pop up. Mystic Associate. Okay. Nice. So now I'll be able to get the flags I just saw on the message thing. There we go. It's now available for purchase. Excellent. Right. So it's now the one where I can get an emissary flag, which is the Merchant Alliance. On a shop promotions. Claim promotion. Now available for purchase, and that's all. Then we got some more that at level 20. Which one's the flag? Just so I know for... Let's do that one. I want to understand where the emissary... Right, that's the emissary license. Oh, okay, so no. Fine. Cool. Right, I'm going to leave the game. I'm knackered. Feeling a bit low, as I've said. Not sure whether I'll be live tomorrow. I'm tempted to sort of do a bit of thank you, but no thank you. And that is why it's clear that we'll block, thank you. Report. Next box. Directed me to streamer bot website. Cool. Close. Yeah, I'm going to call it there. It's been a massive pleasure as always, even though there's absolutely no one here. But I know there will be because of where I want it to go. Maybe live tomorrow, may not. We'll see how it goes.